Hey everyone, Steve Black with Content for Coaches. I help coaches, consultants, small business owners put their products and services in danger of selling. And today I want to talk about a new funnel stack I built for a new product that Tools for Motivation has just launched 2 weeks ago. They've actually got a new course product coming out. Full products were the ones that were used to be that you could convert to courses, but now they've actually created a course or a product that's laid out like a course that you can download, customize, make your own, and sell to your customers, your leads, your prospects, etc. Build your list. So this is the product. It's called The Uncomfortable Path. It's available from Tools for Motivation. I'm going to put the link to that down below so you can actually check it out yourself, have a look at everything that's included. And I'm going to focus on what I've done with the funnel stack to actually get started with this course. Now, whenever you decide to build a course, you think about, what do my customers want to know? What can I teach them? And I think, the Uncomfortable Path is about breaking out of one's comfort zone to actually be more successful, to transform your life, break free from your invisible shackles and thrive, as it says on this first page. Now, I've decided I was going to turn this into a course, ebook, and lead generation funnel. I've got a lot of things I'm going to go through in the funnel. But whenever I decide to do that, I want to put up a coming soon page so I can email my list and say, hey, this course is coming soon, or this information is coming soon. Just give me your name and email address and I'll let you know when it goes live. And what I did with this, with my list, because a lot of my list is funnel builders, marketers, coaches like yourself, I actually told them that I would show them how I was going to use this funnel with the product, and that's what I'm doing now, is recording this video. I'm going to put it up on YouTube. There's going to be lots of information down below, including links to the funnel pages so you can see how it works live. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to talk about the new course product from Tools for Motivation. I'm going to go through some of the folders, explain what's in there, and then I'm going to explain how that relates to the funnel I've built for the Content for Coaches platform. So here we go, let's get started. The first thing I did was this coming soon page. You can see I've got a timer here, so I've committed myself to have this ready to go in 2 days and 1 hour. Now, just to let you know, it's 7 a.m. I'm recording this, so this is going to go live on Friday at 8 a.m. That's when the course is going to be live, ready to actually use. However, I'm not going to use all the product or all the parts of the funnel, but I do want to try and build the people, or build a list of people that are interested, and those people that register for this are actually going to get a coupon for a very large percentage off for saying, yes, I'm interested. That's a great way to actually reward people for letting you know they're interested. Now, the other thing you could have done is say, if nobody fills in this form, they're actually not interested, or I didn't create the right wording for the coming soon page, or I didn't explain it in the email how great it was. If literally nobody registered, you've got to second guess yourself and decide, do I really want to create this content? Because my customers may not be interested in learning this. And that's going to save you a lot of time rather than creating it and hoping that they like it. What I did is I decided to create it anyway so I could actually demonstrate this funnel. So what happens is they land on this page, they get to this form, I'm asking for name and email address, and when they complete the form with just the name and the email address, what I do is I literally send myself a notification, say, hey, they've sent me, they filled in the form, show a thank you message. Congratulations, you'll be the first to know when the course goes live and the first to see how the funnel works. That avoids me having to send a follow-up email if I don't want to, but I can create an email follow-up as well. I've actually added them to an email marketing list called the Uncomfortable Path. This list means that everybody that goes through any part of this funnel will all end up on the same list. So I know that the people on that list are interested in this topic. And then I've tagged the contact on a new, on filling this form out with coming soon. Okay, so this is the Uncomfortable Path coming soon tag. What that tells me is they actually filled in this form on this page. And we've got tags for different forms and different things on different pages. And that's the first step. I set this up a couple of days ago, last week sometime, because I knew I was going to be doing it. And then we actually come through and we start building the funnel, the content, and the pages. So this is where we go to the actual content we've got here, where I can show you in the folder what the Uncomfortable Path includes. Obviously, you got the license and welcome from Tools for Motivation. This is a great video from Justin with Tools for Motivation, where he walks through all the content in a lot more detail than I am going to do and tells you how he thinks it could be used. What I'm going to focus on is the 3 folders after that. The sellable assets, which is going to be the course and the ebook information. I'm going to go through the lead generation, because obviously you've got to build your list, generate leads. They've actually got a lead magnet and a challenge kit. And then the marketing material, where I'm going to use some of the e-covers, the thumbnails, and some of the Unsplash images throughout the funnel, and of course the sales letter to actually promote the information. Our sales letter is the content you put on a sales page to describe what's in the content to encourage people to buy. Okay, traffic generation I'm not going to mess with right now. That literally is to market your new lead generation, your ebook, your course, whatever you're building. And I always add, this isn't included in the download you get from Tools for Motivation. I include a my content, or add a my content folder, so I can actually, any content that I create personally, different images or things that I want to keep, or even just my logo, I put in that folder. So I've actually got my content with the original content. So let's say I take the ebook, it's enhanced ebook, say I I edit it, I change out some of the images, I put my branding on it. I would save that as a separate file in my content folder, but keep the original that Justin and his team at Tools for Motivation has given us, so that we can actually, make sure that my content is different, but I've still got the original, if you see where I'm going with that. So your sellable assets are the course bundle. What they've done is taken this course, broken it into 3 modules. Each module will include the course document, which includes the words basically for the course, the slide deck, which is a Canva slide deck, really cool if you want to record your videos on slide deck. You can also edit on Canva. You don't need a premium account on Canva to do this. The free account works because they've made sure they use content that's only used in a free account. You've got the action guide, which is what people do to take action on the information you're sharing in the course module. And then they've got a module quiz, which is a great addition to any course, because you want to check or help your people that go through the course determine how well they're taking in the information. Okay, and they've got that for each one of the modules within the course. What they've also got is the ebook bundle, which includes the ebook without any enhancements, document and PDF. It's got the enhanced ebook, which includes additional formatting and images. And then they've got a checklist of what's in the book, which is a great little freebie you can hand out as a lead generation on an opt-in page if you wanted to. So that's the 2 parts of the product that you can actually sell. It's actually the same same content formatted in different ways. So it saves you a lot of time. You can actually do both the ebook and the course bundle. I'll go through the funnel and explain all that. But it gives you the ability to actually market everything going through this bundle that Tools for Motivation's provided for us. Okay, so let's go up one there. Lead generation is where I'm going to start. And what they've done is they've got a lead magnet, which is a report in document, PDF, pages, text format, and they've got the autoresponders, or the email follow-up once somebody's opted in for the lead magnet. And then with the lead magnet, they've also turned that into a 5-day challenge, which includes 5 lessons, 5 emails, and 5 images. I'll show you how I use those when I built the funnel. And then, of course, the marketing, which we've already talked about briefly. So let's start with the lead generation. This is the lead magnet and challenge kit. The first thing I'm going to start with is the lead magnet. A funnel in Content for Coaches is a sequence of pages, pop-ups, or information that actually put in a sequence. That's what makes it a funnel. So they go in the top and they start moving down through the funnel. The really cool thing with our software, the Content for Coaches, is you can actually stack multiple funnels, one after the other, and then tell the funnel where to go next. It is really cool. You'll love this. What I've actually got here is lots of different funnels actually built into the one funnel. So the coming soon is the first page. It's stack 1, coming soon. Stack 2 is actually the lead generation opt-in funnel. It's made up of 3 parts. You've got the opt-in page. Here's the original report cover that Tools for Motivation provides. I've just added my logo to the top right here. You can see that right there. I've formatted the text a little bit different so it stands out. The background image on all the pages are from the Unsplash collection that Tools for Motivation provided in the marketing folder. Free report, learn how leaving your comfort zone can propel your personal transformation. And then they've got a button to download now. What that button does is actually link to a pop-up, okay? But in the funnel, as I mentioned, it goes step by step. This is the next funnel step in the funnel, is the actual pop-up. So the pop-up here, lead generation pop-up. There's another image where I've added my logo. It's the same report. Download your free report, put in your name and email address, and I'll send you that report, okay? But the settings here is the same. They're going to send me an email. When somebody fills in the form, you can actually just delete that. You don't have to have an email address in there. So if you don't care or you're getting too many emails, you can actually delete your email from there. Go to page, next funnel step. So when they fill this form in, it goes to the next funnel step. Again, connecting to the same list, the uncomfortable path, and tagged for the lead gen report. So I know that somebody got here, and I can look at my database of people that got here and say how many people downloaded this report and downloaded the free report. That does two things for me. Number one, it tells me who's engaged in the content. And two, if you have the right email autoresponder system, which we do, you can actually select those and email them specifically a special offer on that topic. It basically organizes your content, your contacts by what they've done. A tag is basically what they've done with your funnel. A list is where you've put everybody that's relevant to one topic. Or at least that's how I do it. Lots of people do different ways. So the next stage in there was filling out that form. Once they filled out the form, they go to the next funnel step, which is the thank you page. Again, same cover or image here. You can see the edit image. I've actually put this as a link to for them to download the actual PDF file right here. We can put that in the system. So if they click on this image, they would download the PDF. Plus, I've told them to check the email for the free report, because I'm going to send them a series of 5 emails that, again, Tools for Motivation provides in the bundle. So here's the autoresponder. Here's the 5 emails, right? First email, second email. You can see from the email, let's pull this down here. It literally is subject line and then copy that you can actually put into your email on autoresponder, edit it, make it yours, tell a little story, however you want to do that. But you can see that we've got the autoresponders already written for us, as well as a copy of the report that you can customize that you're going to send to your people, right? The people that opt in. So I'm not going to do, in fact, let's take a look at the email automation for the lead generation report. So if we go to emails and marketing on the top here, go to automations. I've actually got 3 email sequences here. The first one is the lead gen opt-in email sequence. That's the one that is triggered when they opt into the lead generation report. You can see here, here's the trigger. It's a tag, the uncomfortable path lead gen report. You saw in the form how I tagged them with that tag when they downloaded the free report. This actually starts and triggers the email sequence, and basically they subscribe to actually get the free report. And then autoresponder email 1, don't forget to add a CTA when ready. The reason I said that is because some of you may decide to do an ebook, some of you may decide to do the e-course, some of you may decide to do both, and when you actually write your email, you want to add a call to action here on what they're going to do next. So this is a quick introduction from me. Congratulations on downloading my free report, Step into Growth. They can click on the button or the image to grab that free report again if they didn't get it from the actual page. And this is the copy from the original email that Tools for Motivation provided. Okay? This is how we can actually put this in an email, and you can literally copy and paste and format it, change the wording, add a few things if you want, and then finish up with the header, finish up with your signature and your unsubscribe button. Always got to have an unsubscribe button. That's part of the process. Every single email you send out, if it's in a sequence, needs to be able to be unsubscribed from, or a list needs to be unsubscribed from, and that's basically delivering the report. The second email includes copy from the second autoresponder that Tools for Motivation provided, and I literally just copied and pasted, reformatted a little bit to make it look better. I can add images if I want, but this is where you would add your call to action. Hey, hope you like the report. Click here to get my ebook, or click here to view my course, right? You want to put a call to action. I haven't added that in there because I really have no idea. You're going to get an opportunity to get this funnel, the full funnel stack, at the end of this video. If you've got the Tools for Motivation course already, it literally is ready to go. You just need to add your content and customize it a little bit to suit your business. But that's the email automation for the opt-in sequence. So we go back to the builder. This is where all the pages, there's coming soon. We've actually been through step 2, lead generation opt-in funnel. Take a breather, Steve. Here we go. I have created 2 challenge funnels for you. The step 3 is the live challenge. Now, the problem with live challenges is I don't know how you want to do that. All I know is that we need to deliver content to a subscriber. It's using the same report or the same content in the report. It's just been broken down into 5 parts to make it a 5-day challenge. So here we've got the landing page with a timer of when the challenge is going to start. You edit the timer here, count to date, select time, go to page show, pop up, it's show funnel step. The reason I did show funnel step is if they missed the live challenge, they arrive to this page, when this gets to 0, they will automatically be diverted to a page that says you've missed the challenge. Right? Because this is happening on a fixed date, 12 days and 1 hour from now. It's a free challenge. Get the tools you need to step out of your comfort zone and step into growth. A little bit more information about the challenge and 2 buttons for them to actually subscribe. The actual subscribe button goes to the next funnel step. Same as all of the buttons within the funnel, apart from 1 or 2, will be the next funnel step. So the next funnel step is the opt-in pop-up. Right, same timer. You can see the countdown is pretty much identical to the other countdown. It's set for the same day and time. You can do the edit on here. You can see the time set, select the date and time here. And this is the form they will fill in to be a part of the challenge. Again, name the opt-in form, email to send notifications to, next funnel step, the list that they're going on to, the same list as all the other funnel parts of the funnel, and this is the tag for live challenge. That's the pop-up. So once they've entered their information, they go to the next funnel step, which is the thank you page. So here's the thank you page. Now, remember, you've got so many different ways to do live challenges. You can do them on LinkedIn, you can do them on Facebook, you can probably do them on Pinterest and Instagram, though I haven't tried that. There are so many other software programs where you can build communities online to send people to. So I don't know what you want to do. I literally just put a button here that says join the challenge Facebook group here. You will need to change that link and change that copy to whatever you want or wherever you want them to go once they've registered. This way they actually join the community at the day and time, if not before, when they register, so that they can start talking, you can start teasing things that are coming for when the challenge starts. There are so many other things you can put on this page if you wanted to. You can have a list of what's being covered, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Don't give them all the information, just make it a really big teaser page. But you're going to have to decide how you want this live challenge to go. Okay, so I didn't make it too fancy, you'll figure it out. Then the next page is not something that's in the actual funnel sequence here, other than if they arrive at this page, remember this timer, if that gets to 0, they actually get to the missed the live challenge page, which is here. And what I did here is set up a different page that says click the button below to get our free report, Step into Growth. Remember, the live challenge or the challenge content is the same as the report content. If they miss the live challenge, I still want them to get the information if they're interested. So what I did here is click the button below to get our free report, Step into Growth, and it links them to the lead generation pop-up in the funnel steps. So what we're doing with this is actually going back to the lead generation pop-up right here. This would actually pop up, download your free report for this page as well. Okay, so that's if they missed the live challenge. Not everybody likes to do live challenges, so I duplicated this stack with a couple of minor changes and made it into an email challenge opt-in funnel. So this is an email challenge. The great thing about email challenges, if you use them, is they're evergreen. Somebody could sign up for this in 3 months' time and still go through it 5 steps at a time. Somebody could sign up in 2 years' time. If you've still got the funnel live, they can actually go through that challenge in 2 years' time. Or they could do it tomorrow and start tomorrow. That's a great thing about email challenges. Now, the big downside to email challenges is they don't have you other than what you're going to send them in emails. They don't have an interaction with a live you in a live environment with lots of other people. But some people prefer that, and not everybody is a favor. Not everybody enjoys the live challenge format of marketing. Some of you do, some of you don't, I'm sure. So if you're not comfortable doing live challenges, this is a great way to actually build the challenge in a different way where they actually get the information. The page is very, very similar to the live challenge. It just says free 5-day email challenge. The button is always going to be, or this says again, is funnel next step. So once they do this, they get the pop-up. The pop-up for the email challenge. All we're missing is the timer, right? And when they actually go to this form, again, next funnel step, connect to the same marketing list, and the tag is for the email challenge versus the live challenge. So they've got the information. It's another way to build your list. And you could, for example, let's say you're not doing the live challenge, but you want to do an email challenge and you want to do the free report. You can actually market both parts of this funnel at the same time for different ways for people to engage with the content. And I'll show you that right at the end or near the end. So thank you, Paige. Welcome to your 5-day personal transformation challenge. Really excited you decided to take this 5-day challenge. Check your inbox and start stepping out of your comfort zone. Your challenge starts today. Literally, the first email in this challenge goes out as soon as they fill in that form. So they'll get that challenge straight away. If we go to the email automations for the challenges, and we've got 2 of those, the automations here, we've actually got the live challenge opt-in, full email sequence, with the challenge emails and the lessons included. Now what I did with the lessons, starting to, this timer is set to the exact same time as the timer on the pages, so they know when the live challenge is going to start. This is the information. Insert your Facebook group link if you're going to do it. I've set it for October 2nd at 8 a.m. so all these timers are set the same way. And then what I did is I put a delay in here to start the first email on October 10th at 8 a.m. Right, so there's the delay. It will start the delay date and time, set the delay date and time for the start of the challenge whenever you want to do a live challenge. It's got to go out on that day. So day 1 email, I use the images that Tools for Motivation provided in the challenge folder. I did a quick introduction, a welcome, and then this is the email that comes with the actual Tools for Motivation self-help course. And then I gave them lesson 1, download now. So what we did there, or what I did with this email, is actually get them to download lesson 1, and then when they're in doing lesson 1 on that day, they can interact with the group on what they achieved that day. Now you may decide, I don't want to send them the report in this, I want to add it to the community so they can download it there and start working there. If you want to get rid of anything out of an email, you'll find these are in blocks. You literally click the little trash can, it would take out this information here. You just have to change the word, download day 1 of your challenge, read the lesson and get the details of your action plan. You can see, we're going to have to do a little bit of tweaking if you want to deliver it in a different way, and that's again the issue with live challenges. You'll want to do it your way. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the 5 lessons delivered each day, one day after each other, starting on October 2nd. The email challenge, very different. Okay, you still got the welcome email, but the welcome email actually includes the lesson. Now you'll need to leave this in because there's no live interaction, there's no group for them to go to, so you'll want them to download each day's file and work on it. Try not to send them all files at once because it will overwhelm them. I'm not trying to insult anybody here, but it's a lot easier to send them one thing at a time. Just make sure that you get their feedback, right? So you go to the edit email, you want to get what they're doing. Right? Reply to this email, let me know how it's going. Put something in here where they're actually going to respond to you and let you know how it's going. You want engagement. The more engaged they are, the more likely to move on to a buyer versus just somebody that's going for a freebie. But there's your 2 challenge email sequences. So that's all the email sequences. We're going to go back to the builder right now. So let's go to the funnel. So we've got the live challenge opt-in funnel, stack 3. Stack 4 is the email challenge opt-in funnel. And while I was doing this, I didn't mention this in the email last week, I decided to do a webinar page, because how many of you would take that ebook and turn it into a webinar? It pretty much is a script for a webinar. You just need to do an introduction at the beginning, send some extra information out, maybe hey, sign up for this webinar, get some free lessons, sign up for a webinar. or even sign up for a meeting if you wanted to do it for a closed group of 20 or 30 people in a Zoom meeting where everybody comes on and you go through it live with them. Okay. What I've done here is put a timer for the webinar so they know when it's happening. You would need to change your date and time. If they go here and edit, okay, and what I say, when the timer ends, guess what? Yes, we're going to get them to go to the ebook sales page or miss the webinar. Okay, so let's change that to miss the webinar for now. So if they miss the webinar, they will go to a different page. And you saw the page I was going to say there, reserve your seat. This is basically the different modules in the actual course that I'm going to do as a webinar, possibly. So there's the webinar page, limited to X number of attendees. So if you've got a plan that only holds 100, you can put 100, or you can put 20, or you can put 30, however you wanted to do that. And then a little information about me, which you'd want to put on a webinar as well, so they can actually see who you are. Now this link is going to be to your Zoom registration link or your Zoom meeting link or whatever you decide to set up here that you do your live webinars on. Okay. The reason I did that is because we're trying to build a calendar in here and then getting it integrate with webinars, and it's not always going to work perfectly. What I do is, if I'm doing a Zoom webinar, I would actually link to the Zoom registration page here, so they can actually click on this, register for the actual, or go to the Zoom registration page. They will click on it there and register. The comments and the content in the video, I would actually have it, by the way, just to make sure. Open it in a new tab so they don't lose what page they're on here. And they can register for your webinar. Once the webinar's over, you can actually determine who attended, who didn't, and download that list of people that subscribed for the webinar and tag them attended, didn't attend, and import the contacts into your Content for Coaches account, and then follow up with some further emails. So there's a way to do it. I just find that's the best way to do it. If I did a registration here, I'd have to set up a way to actually send them the email information with the link and everything else, and automate it. It's a lot easier for me to just put them in Zoom and then download them from Zoom later. You set it up however you want, and then if they arrive on the webinar landing page after the timer has ended, they go to the missed. It's exactly the same. Click the button below to get the course with the bonus ebook. So instead of actually sending them to the free download, the webinar would have been the full content, I actually send them a link to go to the e-course checkout pop-out. Not the sales page, but the actual checkout. Right? I want them to buy it there and then. Click the button below to get the course with the bonus ebook. They would go to the actual checkout rather than going to the sales page. We've got the sales page. You can change that to how you want that to go. So that's your marketing, right? What we've got is the coming soon stack. We've got the lead generation report, free report stack. We've got the live challenge opt-in funnel stack. We've got the email challenge opt-in funnel, and we've got the webinar funnel. Each one of these is a standalone funnel because they don't automatically flow through every single page. But because I've stacked them, you can move people within the funnel depending on how you want to do it. So let's say, for example, you decide to do the lead magnet opt-in, and then instead of them going to the thank you page after they've actually opted in, you see with this form, we click the settings. Once they've done this, they go to the thank you page. It's the next funnel step. You can actually change the thank you page to the ebook sales page or the e-course sales page. So once they've downloaded the free report, instead of just going to a thank you page saying, hey, that was great, thanks very much for downloading it, you can actually send them to another page within the funnel. That's a great way of using a funnel stack. You won't be doing, or probably won't be doing, all of these funnels. You won't do a live challenge and an email challenge. You won't do a webinar and a live challenge. You probably won't do a lead gen report with the email challenge. I mean, you may. The point is, you can use parts of this funnel to market, or parts of the first 5 parts to market the actual ebook and course, and build your list, and then when you have the ebook and course ready, you can actually start using these parts of the funnel and connect the funnel pages. So selling content, stack 6 is the ebook sales page. This has gone into a little bit more detail. I want to show you a couple of things that I've done here to make it a little bit different. You actually have full product, you have the full cover images that you can get from Tools for Motivation. Just to show you how I changed things up a little bit, I actually changed the cover on my version of the book. Okay, still got the same writing, put my logo in the top left, and I actually use an image from the Unsplash collection that Tools for Motivation provides. So I changed out the cover of the book. If we actually go to the image, and you can do whatever you want. You don't have to change the covers. You can if you want. Let's go back to the cover. This is the original cover that Tools for Motivation provides. They both work. You know, you can change the size by dragging the handles however you want it to do. I just thought I'd show you how your images can make the page look a little bit different depending on how you set things up. Right, so there's my copy, my version of the book. That's how I wanted it to look when I actually set up the sales page. This copy is from the sales letter within the Tools for Motivation for product. So if we go to, let's go up, sellable assets, not sellable assets, marketing material, sales letter. Here's the actual sales letter that Tools for Motivation provides in the self-help. This is all the content, right? They've got the layout, they've got some formatting, they tell you where to put things, whether to insert the e-cover, other information, a call to action, all of it set up in the sales letter. You just need to copy and paste it into your sales letter in your platform if you're not using Content for Coaches, and just format it how you want. This is an image from the Unsplash collection. It's how I blocked it up, broke it up. I changed the cover on this one. Looks a little bit big on that page, but let's make it a little bit smaller. So I've got a different format style with the ebook. Order now. Order now is the next funnel step. The next funnel step is actually the checkout. Actionable exercises. Okay, so what I've done is the enhanced ebook includes the action plan for them to take action now built into the actual product. So, you know, each section is supplemented with actionable exercises. Again, part of the sales letter. Get started today. Order now. Checkout link, next funnel steps. What they've done is gone through here and I've built the sales letter into a sales page for the ebook. We go back to the funnel, ebook checkout. There we go. Okay, so here's the ebook. It tells them what they're buying. This is them for them to put in the contact information. The checkout settings can be set the same as the form settings. Connect to your list, the uncomfortable path. Tag them that they bought the ebook or got the ebook. And then next funnel step. So once they've bought that product, they go to the next funnel step. And the next funnel step is the ebook thank you page. Now, some people want to put the download on the thank you page, some people don't. That is completely up to you. You'll just need to change it. Click below to download the book, delete that part of the text there, delete the button, and it says, I've sent an email with the ebook purchase as well. Don't forget to let me know you got it. So basically, there's another copy of the book. I'm telling them to go check their email and they can download it off this page, however you want to do that. That's the ebook sales funnel. You could literally ignore all the lead generation and literally send your list to the ebook sales page right here with a coupon for 70% off, 50% off. You know, just literally do the sales page. Forget all the lead generation. You've got enough leads. You don't need to build your list anymore. Just, you know, you've got a list of, and in fact, I was talking to one of our Tools for Motivation members a long time ago now, but he's got like a list of 80,000 people. The lead generation, the work that goes into it, he might not be overly concerned about that. He might just say, look, I just want to send them to the sales page with a 50% off coupon and see how many take. And if you've got 80,000 people and only 1% decide to actually buy that book, that's 800 sales. Even if it's only at $8 a pop, it's $6,400, okay? You've got a list that size. That's why, you know, building a list is very important, but it's got to be the right list, right? It can't just be a number of people. But if you're only selling to 1% of your 80,000, that's a $6,400 payday just on the book. And all you'd need was those 3 pages, the sales page, the checkout, and the thank you page. Okay, so think, you know, building a list has got to be the #1 priority for you all the time, no matter whether you sell content or not. You've got to think about your list as the most important thing you do, which is why on here we've got 5 stacks marketing and only 2 stacks selling. Okay, stack 6 is the ebook, stack 7 is the e-course. It's pretty much the same sales page with a few tweaks. I actually recorded a video of the sales page. I know it sounds strange. The sales page isn't in the background, but I literally did a video with a background on Zoom and recorded me reading out the sales letter with a bit of inflection, a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of editing. So they can either watch the video and order now, or they can scroll through the sales page and order now. You know, it's a great way to make it a little bit more personal when they actually see you. The only thing I wish I'd noticed is my collar is a little bit crooked on my shirt. But what can you do? You know, a little story right in the middle of this. I actually recorded this whole video talking about this funnel and the tools for motivation content yesterday. But you know what I forgot to do? Switch on the screen that was recording what I was showing. So it literally was a video of me talking and you wouldn't have a clue what I was talking about. So this morning I'm recording the whole video again just to share that with you. These things happen, right? Mistakes are going to be made. So what we got here, back to the actual video, we've got a course sales page, very similar to the ebook sales page. I've moved things around, changed them a little bit, but it's the same images. I've changed the ebook into a workbook style because it's a course now instead of just an ebook. Module 1, Module 2, Module 3. These images are in the Tools for Motivation self-help course. Bonus, get the ebook for free. So there's back to the ebook cover. I'm actually giving them a copy of the course in an ebook format for free. Benefits of embracing the uncomfortable path. Get started today. Yeah, I'm saying, hey, regular price 97, sale price 37. Guess what? Edit link, next funnel step. Same as every other one. The next funnel step is the course checkout. Okay, we've actually got a pop out for the checkout. Shows the Uncomfortable Path e-course at 37, and then they can see here I've added this as a product with a $0 price, so they can actually get it, and it shows them getting it a bonus. Normally 54, they're getting it for 37. You can change all these prices however you want in your funnel when you actually do this. Now the show settings, connect to email list. There's the list again. Now I tagged them with the ebook and the course because then I know they've got the ebook even though they didn't pay for it, and they've got the course. Okay, you can add as many tags you want to somebody when they do something. So you include 3 products, you can actually tag them for all 3 products. Okay, however you want to do that. Oh, let's go back to the settings real quick. Next funnel step is the settings after they've completed this checkout. However, the next funnel setting is not a thank you page. It's actually the login page for the course. So what I've done here is I've actually set it up. Thanks for being a Content for Coaches member. They are now going to need to log in to actually take the course or go through the course. And if this is the first time, they can check their email for the login information. If they haven't bought the course and they land here anyway, they can actually click on this link at the bottom, which takes them back. Let's go to the link here. So, e-course sales page. Okay, so what I've done there is say, look, you haven't bought this yet, click here to get access, which takes them back to the sales page. Okay, once they've gone into the login page, they get the first page of the course, which is an introduction. Here's your ebook and workbook. So yes, it's going to be sent in an email, but it's also being sent or also available on each page. And what we've got down at the bottom is module 1 and my email address and the ebook that they can click on and download. And you'll see here this says global column. The reason I set it as a global column is I actually want this part of this page to be here on every single page of the course. So no matter which part of the course they're watching, they can actually still click on this to download the ebook. It just makes it a little bit easier. They don't have to navigate back to other pages to get stuff. And you'll see we've got the introduction, module 1, module 2, module 3. The actual course that we get from Tools for Motivation in this package had the introduction with module 1. So it talked about the 3 modules. I decided to break that out and create a separate introduction video, but I used the same templates that they provided. I just changed the color and changed the bottom bit a little bit. So what I've got is a shorter introduction before they go to module 1, module 2, and module 3. And in this funnel, each page of the course is set up in here. Introduction, module 1, module 2, module 3. And you can see we've actually got it set up. Now there's not a next page here because once they've recorded or watched the video, there's nothing to click or fill in right now. So what I did is I created a little menu system. If we go to the live page, introduction, which is where we are now, module 1, we can go to module 1. You see the book shows up here as well. Module 2, the book's still here, and this is the module videos that have been created so they can actually go through this course. At the bottom of each one, this takes them to module 1. So we're here at module 1, okay? Then module 1 has the action plan at the bottom. Take the quiz, next module. So they can actually use these buttons to move to the next module, or they can use these to move to the next module. So we actually got it set up, they can actually go through this module, and as long as they're logged in, they will actually be able to get to see these pages, okay? Now, the quiz that is included with the course is really cool. And I actually want to understand how your purchasers, your customers, when they've bought the course, are actually doing. So if we go to module 1, I've actually got a button that says take the quiz. But on module 2 and 3, I wanted to show you the different ways you can actually do this. On module 2 and 3, I've actually got download the quiz. Okay. What I did with this first one is I actually took and created a PDF so that they can actually download the quiz in a paper format, write their comments, write their information, however they want to do it. But the really cool thing about Content for Coaches is we have a quiz builder built into the system. I wanted to show you how that works. So when they click on the button take the quiz on module 1, I didn't set it up on all of these, so I just want to show you it actually links to the module 1 quiz pop-up. And what I did is I actually took the questions from the quiz that Tools for Motivation provides and built a quiz that they can actually take while they are here. So if we click on this, click on edit fields, here's the 4 questions. Okay, the quiz that the Tools for Motivation provides has 4 questions. And we go here, discomfort. How is discomfort best defined? And I would actually change that because I've made a change there. So let's change that. This is where you're supposed to proofread before you actually go live. Okay, so change that. How is discomfort best defined? During the actual course, it talked about the different ways that it was defined. This is actually the correct answer here, so I actually put a 1 on this, so it adds 1 point to their score when they're going through the quiz. 0 for getting the other 2. Okay, so that's question 1. Question 2 was basically a true or false. This is where this is actually a definition that was also in the course. They can decide whether that's true or false. They get 1 point for true, 0 for false. Question 3 was a multiple choice option. Pick all that apply. So they can pick the possible signs that someone is stuck in their comfort zone. It's a great way to just test and say how they think about it. And this is actually 1 point for each because all 4. So they'll get 3 points if they only select 3. They'll get 2 points if they select 2. And then the final question, very similar to that one, is I actually did a pick 1. They can pick more than 1 if they want, but all of the above is the one that they need to choose, and they get 1 point for picking all of the above. Okay, so they might say, well, it's best for faster goal achievement, or they may, but if they pick all of the above, they get 1 point. That's a total of 7 points. So what we did with the manage the quiz results is once they've gone through this, if they score from 0 to 5 points, okay, they actually get a message saying, awesome job, you're nearly there. And then I added a call to action button on the thank you page that says try the quiz again. And the quiz is the module quiz pop-up. So it goes back to the quiz pop-up. Okay. On the 6 to 7, I'm going to give them a benefit of not getting everything perfectly. And the setting says next final step is going to module 2 in the actual course. So it automatically takes them to the next module if they've done well on the quiz. And you can set these quizzes up exactly how you want. You can do it as a pop-up, you can do it as a separate page, you can add a lot more information. You can build the quiz out to have 10, 20, 30, 50 questions with multiple different options and choices. And based on those options and choices, you can actually take them to different pages and different content. The really cool thing about the quiz is it's literally as big as you want. Think Bucket.io, but better, right? You've got the ability to build these quizzes in with your courses and take people to certificate pages, send them an email, however you want to do that when you set it up. This is the funnel stack. This is basically each stack can stand alone. For example, if you go to the landing page, we look at the settings here, I haven't done the SEO information, right? If you're going to do this with Google, Google loves SEO, so you want to do a page title and a description for what's on the page. This is the URL. Okay, and we'll talk about the actual domain that you will use this on, but the extension for this is to step into growth. Okay, so if I go back to this landing page, and the easiest way to get the URL from my system is to click on View Website, Show in New tab, and you'll see I've actually set up a subdomain, theuncomfortablepath.confidentcoaches.com, and then the link Step into Growth. Okay, so if I just copy that, this is just a preview note. Okay, so go to another page, click on here. This is the page you would share with your list. You share on social media, email to them for them to actually engage in the lead report. They click on the download now, it pops up the email. If you pop in Steve and email address, download now. There's your thank you page, right? I can click on this, it would actually download the report for me. And you can see I did a little bit of formatting, a little bit of changes, so it's actually got my web design on website on there. There's a lesson 1, lesson 2, that's part of the report as well as part of the challenge. Let me close that. And every time somebody lands on that page, they get the option to download now, fill in the contact information, go to the thank you page. The really cool thing is with that, I will now get an email sequence of 5 emails, the first one giving me the report, and the second and third, fourth, fifth talking more about the topic. So we've got the way to actually get through this with the lead gen. If I've got the ebook ready, and this is the really cool thing about how you set up funnels and how they work together. Let's say the ebook is ready to sell, and I could literally change the setting on this. Instead of going to the next funnel step, I get them to go to the ebook sales page. Now I'm going to do this again. Okay, so here's the lead gen. I'm going to copy that. In fact, let's just do it from here. So click on download now. Let's put my email in here again. If I could spell. Doesn't matter whether I get the email sequence again. What matters is what's the finish page. Look, it went straight to the sales page for the ebook. Okay, so what we've done there is literally got a funnel stack with lots of different parts of the funnel, and you can now decide where somebody goes depending on the lead gen. If you've got the lead gen report, the thank you page is still there, but the pop-up sends them to the ebook sales page way down here instead of just at the thank you page. You can do that with each one of these pages where there's a form or a checkout to send them to different pages. You can even go to your ebook and add an upsell or a downsell. So for example, you may decide not to do the e-course sales page, you may do an upsell for the e-course. So they buy the book, they get an upsell for the e-course. You can add a bump onto there where they get the audiobook for an extra $5, $10, $20, whatever you want to set the pricing up. This funnel, you can use different parts of it for different times. So let's say we just looked at the lead gen opt-in part of the funnel. We can actually now go to the email challenge opt-in funnel. Very similar to the lead gen. Okay, this is the personal transfer free 5-day email challenge. You click on the link here. You show in the new tab, the same as we did before. It's got the same subdomain, but it actually says email challenge. So if we actually go to there's the lead gen version, email challenge version. These are 2 separate pages in the same funnel, and you can use both simultaneously or separately, however you want to do that with your funnel. So I've got a lot to share with you. That's the video. That's me talking about the funnel. All of this content that I've included on these pages comes from the Tools for Innovation course. I'm going to put some links in the comments below. You're going to have links to each part of the first page on the funnel. You can opt in or not, so you can see what happens afterwards. That's completely up to you. You'll also get a link to the Tools for Innovation self-help course, which you saw all the details in here. They literally yesterday came out with the second one. They're going to do this every 2 weeks. Brand new course. It's a great way for you to actually build your business, start putting products and services in danger of selling. So that's the funnel. Let's just recap. What you've got here is a literal funnel, which includes the coming soon page, the lead generation opt-in funnel, the live challenge funnel, the email challenge funnel, the webinar funnel, the ebook sales funnel, the e-course sales funnel, plus the e-course built into one funnel, our funnel stack with Content for Coaches. If you're thinking about putting a course out there, and I would highly recommend using Tools for Motivation, you need to build your funnels to do what you want them to do. I've created templates so that you can actually work through your funnels and use the content for Tools for Motivation to make that happen. If you're interested in this template, let me know. I'll make sure we've got one available for you, hopefully in the next 7 days. This is one live with the content. I cannot let you have this one because includes content for Tools for Motivation. So I'm not going to let you have this funnel itself, but I am happy building these funnels with templates and placeholders so you can actually use yours. My plan is to build a new stack funnel for each new course that comes out for Tools for Motivation. If you're interested in that, put a yes in the comments below this video. Put a yes in there. And let's talk, because I really believe that if you want to build a business, being able to launch a new course every couple of weeks or every month is going to be a great way to do that. And with Content for Coaches and Tools for Motivation, you can do that very easily. My name is Steve Black. I'm the founder of Content for Coaches. Thanks for watching.